Alright, so with set 5 pretty much being out in the wild now, I pretty much got all the cards that I needed from the set. I kind of wanted to talk about this game some and talk about my build for this new blue Vegito leader. Vegito is like one of my favorite characters in Dragon Ball. Like him and Trunks are like really up there for me. So I also have a list for the Trunks leader that I'll probably post too. And I also want to talk about Gogeta and the green Vegeta from last set as well. So yeah, that's stuff that I want to talk about Dragon Ball wise. But as far as this video goes, I wanted to show my list for the Vegito leader. So let's go ahead and talk about the leader itself. Alright, so with the Vegito, it's one attacking draw, and then the awaken is for less. You flip. You don't draw, but you mill top 10 of your deck. So you mill your top 10. The backside is permanent. If you have 20 or more cards in your drop, it gets plus 20k. Most people that are watching this probably already know what this does, but I figured I'd briefly go over it. And then when attacking draw, like most leaders. Anyway, so the point is this guy is 40k once you're set up, which it's super easy to get set up. We're going to kind of talk about more of like what exactly that entails later in the video, but yeah, super easy to get this set up. I mean, he does half the work for you. 40k swing on your turn, pretty strong. So that's kind of the appeal. This is 5k more than the old Vegeta blue leader. So yeah. All right, so to start off the list, as far as the 1-drops go for the cantrip, it's 4 of the Trunks mini. You could play the other Trunks too, like just the kid Trunks. It doesn't really matter because I'm not playing the Gotenks package stuff in this. If you were to play the Gotenks package stuff, you might want to play the 1-drop Trunks Youth. But anyway, yeah, I just went with this one. This is just the one that I have. To be honest, it really doesn't matter that much. So yeah. And then 4 of the Kibito. So I'm actually going to take this out. I'm waiting on the card to come in the mail that I'm replacing this with. This guy is on play mill 3 and it's a 10k combo, but there's a pan. There's a 1-drop pan that's draw 2, pitch 2. So it's like you're kind of accomplishing the same thing, but you're filtering like 0ks out of your hand. And you're also setting up your trash. Not only for like the Vegito effect, but like you're setting up your trash for your final push. Because, you know, we are playing the Spirit Bomb package stuff in this. So this card's good. This gets you an extra card in trash, but the blind mill I think is not as strong as the draw 2 trash 2. Oh, also this is not a 60 card deck. That's just bad. Trying to play 60 is just wrong. So yeah, I want to take the Kibitos out for the pans and then, you know, leave the cantrip in because that's a +1. Because originally I was considering taking the Trunks out for the pan because it's still a draw card, but this is a not necessarily like a neg one, but like this is still a +1, right? So we want to keep that +1, and we want to take out the card that's like the neg 1 break even for another card that's doing a similar effect. Effectively, you know, like I said, the pan is like a controlled mill, and then the other 1-drop in here is just 4 peel off because it's not limited. Also, this can be added back, or the pan can be added back off this if you want, but most of the time we're just going to add a different card off of it, which we'll get to towards the end. So yeah, 4 peel off. Yeah, the Kibito cannot be added back, but the pan is an Earthling, so you can. All right, so 2 drops, 4 pieces of candy. So 4 candy Vegito. This is just a good card. If you're set up, which you don't really play this until you are set up. Before then, it's just combo power. You can effectively like play this the turn before you Spirit Bomb combo to get whatever piece you're missing, if you have to, or you can quite literally just play this guy, swing, combo off a cantrip, and then sack this guy and get back combo power. So yeah, I did 4 of this just because I felt like it was just kind of fit really perfectly with the whole mill strategy. Its effect is a late game card, but again, it's just a 10k until then. So yeah. And then for the life takers, it's going to be 4 of this Goku. It's on play, take a life, and mill. And then 2 of this Vegeta. So this is something that I'm trying. So far, I've liked this Vegeta a lot. This is the same as the Goku, but it's a 1 attacking. So it's 1 attacking, take a life, and then 1 attacking, mill 3. You could also consider this Vegeta in this slot. I also was considering this because it's just, you know, it's crit, take a life, 5k combo power, same exact stats, except this one's critical. I feel like this one's just facilitating your game plan better, just overall, for like what you're trying to do. So I like this better as of right now, but again, this isn't a bad option. This card's pressure, so 20k criticals, no joke. Khalifa is still a good card. And then for the rest of the 2 drops, it's going to be 4 of this. This is the 1/2 of the Spirit Bomb combo. So this is on play. You add any blue card with a cost of 3 from your drop, specifically cost 3, specifically blue card. Yeah. This buys back a number of things. It buys back your Goku for the Spirit Bomb combo, and it buys back the CU extra card, so you can do the combo. And then the activate battle is switch this card in your battle area to rest mode. When you have 20 more cards in your drop, Goku gains plus 30k. So you just win the game off of this card. That's part of your Wombo combo. And then I only play 2 of the Goku. So the reason why is because this card doesn't have combo power, and you pretty much never want to mill 5. Effectively, you are just trying to get to you're trying to get to 10 and then flip, which is why I have the list built like turn 1 you play Pan, you draw 2, trash 2. Then next turn you play Goku, take a life, mill. Then next turn you play Pan, you play Vegeta, you take your last life, you flip, now you have a 40k swing in your leader. So at least that's the idea. You can also like play Trunks, draw a card, combo it away, combo something else from hand if you want, mill 2, and then there you go. You have your 20, and then you flip, and then your guy swings in for 40 now. So you pretty much never want to use this card to actually play it on turn 3, take a life, and mill 5, because the whole mill thing is already super like high roll gambly, and we're not trying to mill 5. That's just not what we want to do. You're only ever going to use the second effect when you have 20 more cards in your drop during your turn. The next time you would use an extra card that costs 3 or less, you don't have to pay the cost. Yeah, this card's 0 combo power. It's, you know, it's the only reason why there's 2. And the only reason why it's not 1 is because you don't want this to be in life and then you lose. So even if this is your bottom life, you know, it is what it is. You have the other one. It's either in trash or in your deck, and to be honest, it should not be in your deck by the end of the game. I just wanted to quickly say what I meant by this should not be in your deck at the end of the game is that you're going to draw so much off of like cantrips, your leader, pans, that it's very unlikely that this will still be in your deck. And moreover, as the profile continues, we'll see we don't actually need to do the Wombo combo to win the game. That is just our main win condition. Because all the milling you've done and all the drawing from all your other stuff, so yeah. But the point is, you're only ever going to buy this guy back. So for the other life taker, it's Trunks. This guy is a bounce. He never has a hand requirement. He's got combo power. You can play this card at pretty much any point in the game, and it's pretty good. Yes, it does not bottom deck. Yes, that does kind of suck. But again, instead of playing 4 Goku, I just wanted to play this. So that's that. So then the rest of the 3 drops is just 3 of this Vegito. So this guy is again a 5k, and if you play this guy on curve, it's really good. Because you can almost always set it up to where you're going to get that bottom deck on turn 3. With cards like Pansy and other obnoxious cards like Pycon and stuff that are going to be in the format, this card's very good. It's also a Vegito, so it's on theme, and you can always just charge it. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. Card's good. Also, it can be added back. In the Trunks too, these cards can both be added back off of the Vegeta, off of the new Vegeta, because it's 3-cost blue card. So that's good also. But yeah, 4 of this guy. Level 4s, or 4 cost. It's just this. So now we can kind of talk about some other options I considered. I think this is the best card in this slot, because by the time that you're playing this card on 4 energy, you're awakened, and now you're starting to defend your life more, because you pretty much, you know, you want to stay at 4 for as long as possible. You're definitely going to be able to get this guy and get that tempo swing that it provides. As in, you're going to be able to get this guy and have the 7 or fewer hand requirement by the time you're on 4 energy. And if you're not, then you're already winning that game anyway. You could discharge it. But only 3 because it's a 0k. We're really trying to stay away from 0k. because we already have to play like the CU extra card and the Gokus. So any additional 0, we're kind of trying to avoid. Anyway, yeah. So other than these cards, I considered were this Gotenks. The reason why I figured this could be better is because it mills and it's 35. And it's still bottom decking, and this has no hand requirement. The only problem is, by the time you get to Awaken, you almost never, well, not almost, you basically just never want to mill again, because you don't want to deck out. You don't even want to, like, it to be a possibility that you will deck out, because you're on a 50-card deck. You're going to be drawing a lot from, like, the rest of your effects, so you just don't want to, you don't want to mill anymore. So that's why I didn't go with this, and I went for this, because this is going to be bottom decking too. It's a bigger tempo swing. Yeah, this guy pushes in for 35, which is strong, but I just think the mill's not worth it. So yeah, that's that Gotenks. Also, this card is something that I heard people floating the idea of playing. I think this card's just bad. I don't know. I just don't think this card's good. Yeah, it's 10k combo power, but like it's 4 cost 15. Like if this was 4 cost 20k, and then you could swing, like make them use a card, then pay 2 and bring out the 6 drop, then yeah, this card would be an instant, probably 4 of. But that's not the case. Like you have to like play this guy, swing, combo if you want to pressure leader, then pitch a card and tap 2, and then you get to play the Vegito from drop. I don't know, I just don't think it's that good. And then of course the elephant in the room, everyone thinks that this card is like nutso, and then there's a lot of people online I see that think this card's bad. I also think this card's just not good in this deck. This card will probably be good like eventually, but what sucks about this guy is by the time you're playing this guy for 4, he's already irrelevant. So like you're gonna on play bounce something 4 or less. Cool. I don't think they really care that much. You're going to swing if you have the 20 or more in drop, which you probably will by 4 energy. You floodgate them from attacking with cost 3 or less. That's super funny because you're on turn 4 and now your opponent's going to go on turn 4 and they're going to play Secret Rare Gogeta. They're going to play Glorio, or not Secret Rare Gogeta, Secret Rare SS4 Goku. They're going to play Glorio. They're going to play Androids in Ramp and play Anappa. Or they're going to play Androids in Ramp and play, like, Cantrip plus 18. And they just don't even really care about swinging with those cards. They can quite literally just combo them into lead. Yeah, this card's unfortunately just not that good, at least right now. So, yeah, I don't think it's great. I didn't play it. It's just going to be the 4 Son Gohan Adolescents. And that's what I put in this slot, at least. So for the rest of the deck, it's going to be 2 of this Vegito and 2 of this Vegito. So you might be wondering why not 4 of this. Again, this card has combo power. And this card is still good. Yes, you are like trying to do the Spirit Bomb Wombo combo, but if you don't get there, this card is still a good tempo swing. You play this guy for 5, he's 30 for 2 swings at lead, and it bounces something. So obviously this card is like, if you don't get there with the Spirit Bomb, you can just slam this guy. And now you're going 40, 40, 40, bounce a card. So yeah, of course this card's in this deck. It was made for this deck. But yeah, not 4 because I don't want a bunch of 0k. Then super combo is the pans. I don't think I'm missing anything for the super combo slot. Like there's like some secret super combo that's like searchable, some interaction I'm missing. I don't really think so. But yeah, I just played the 4 pan, mostly because she's cute. And it's like the deck is like the end of Z deck, so like it's end of Z pan. Anyway, I digress. Then extra cards is 3 Savior of the World. So the thing with this was, it was either going to be 4 Savior of the World and 2 Gohan, or the other way around, 4 Gohan and 2 Savior of the World. I ended up with just a 3-3 split on these cards because I think they're both serving like very important like turning points for like what your deck is trying to accomplish. Like by the time you're playing this guy on 4, you kind of like really need that tempo swing, and then these are for your late game like final push, or like if you're on the back foot. Which honestly, from testing this deck, it's kind of hard to be on the back foot. But if you are on the back foot, this is just additional super combos. because this card just activate battle. Like, you just need to be set up, which again, if everything goes according to plan, then you are flipping on turn 3, and you have 20 and you're never milling again. So another cheeky thing about this card is its Earthling and traits. So this card can add it back. So you can quite literally go peel off, add peel off, play peel off, add back this, and then you literally just now have 35k combo power out of nowhere. Super good. Yeah, it's just really, really good. So there's not really a ton to say about that besides that was why only 3, because I really wanted to keep 50 and I really wanted to keep a reasonable number of this card so I can consistently have it on that turn 4 push. And then, of course, the CU extra card. So only 2 of this because, again, we're just going to buy this back. If we're not buying back Goku with the candy, then we're going to be buying this back. You know, we're going to be buying the Goku back with the Vegeta, and we already have this in hand, or vice versa. We can buy back, you know, the Goku, or we can buy back the, you know, the Goku with the candy, etc. Buy back this with the Vegeta. That's kind of why, like, I don't really think people say like it's a big problem for this deck is going to be milling your super combos, but like I don't think I really care because of this card. Because peel off, like, quite literally just gives you the ability to just buy back essentially super combos. But yeah, I mean, I don't really see why milling the super combos is like, oh my god, this deck's like unplayable, because a lot of people act like you are pretty much just going to be losing out to everything else because you're milling your super combos. But like the deck pretty much uses the drop as like an additional hand, because you have, you know, the Gokus to, or rather the Vegetas to get back your Gokus, your Vegetos, your Trunks, CU. You have Peel Off to get back this card, get back the Pan, get back to the Trunkses. You have the Vegeta, the Vegetos, the Candy Vegetos to get back Gokus and Vegetas. Like, it's not a big deal. I don't really understand why people think that that's going to be a super big hindrance for the deck. I mean, it's early stages. There's been like no events, obviously. The set's not even legal yet. I just kind of wanted to show my 50 and kind of just express my thoughts on this leader. And I'll probably be talking more Fusion World stuff too. I really like this game. I started playing this recently. It's fun. But anyway, yeah. See ya.